Title: The Last Screening. It was a chilly Halloween night, and the small town of Harrington had transformed into a haven for ghost stories and playful pranks. But in the dimly lit corners of the Harrington High School auditorium, whispers of a different kind of fear had begun to circulate among the students. Legend had it that there was an old, unaired horror movie titled Dark Waters that had never seen the light of day. Rumor said that it was cursed. The story began 3 decades earlier, when a young filmmaker named Jonathan Ashcroft set out to create something terrifying for the local film festival. The footage was raw and gritty, filled with unsettling imagery and a haunting score. As the film reached its climax, it was reported that several people who watched it experienced night terrors, and its last screening ended in chaos. The director disappeared without a trace, leaving only the cryptic note, "Some stories are better left untold." Sophia, a senior with a penchant for thrillers, was intrigued. Her friends, Mark, Lily, and Jamie, sat nearby, sharing popcorn and exchanging ghost tales. "What if it's really haunted?" Jamie scoffed, rolling his eyes. "Sounds like just a bunch of dumb high school myths." "I wouldn't be so sure," Lily said, her voice low. "They say the original copy is locked away in the basement of the old theater." Her eyes sparkled with mischief. "Let's find it. We could hold our own screening." Despite Jamie's protests, the group ventured out with flashlights in hand. They made their way to the abandoned Harrington Cinema, rumored to have been closed for more than a decade. Repairs were never undertaken after an unexplained fire ripped through the building, and now nature encroached on the once vibrant theater. The air thickened as they stepped inside, the scent of mildew mingling with the fading memories of popcorn and laughter. Discarded posters clung to the walls, and the large screen at the front stood ominously, filled with shadows. Sophia felt the excitement twirling in her gut, while Mark led the way into the alley backstage. Hours passed as they rummaged through the dusty remnants of old reels and film canisters. Just as they were about to lose hope, Sophia spotted a small metal door slightly ajar, its hinges creaking with a ghostly whine. With a shared glance, they pushed it open, revealing a cramped room cluttered with equipment and junk, but in the center, neatly wrapped in protective fabric, lay a dusty film reel labeled Dark Waters. Mark's heart raced. "Do you think we should?" he asked, glancing at the others. Jamie's face paled. "Maybe we should just leave it alone." But Sophia pulled back the fabric, revealing the canister containing the fateful film. "We came this far. We might as well watch it." Taking the reel back to the main theater, they set up the projector amid a mounting sense of dread, but also exhilaration. The allure of the unknown was palpable. With the flick of a switch and the hum of machinery, the room filled with light, and the film began to roll. At first, the images flowed like any other horror flick. A deserted beach, crashing waves, and a looming shadow creeping at the edges. But as the minutes passed, the tension mounted. Eerie whispers crackled through the audio, and the screen showed disturbing vignettes of long-forgotten victims, their silent screams captured in frames that strangely felt personal. That's when things took a sinister turn. Each character on screen began to stare directly at them, their eyes wide with terror. A chill swept through the auditorium as a gust of wind forced the door shut, plunging the room into darkness, save for the flickering projector. "Oh no, turn it off!" Jamie cried, rising from his seat, but Sophia muted his protests. They were entranced, trapped in the film's horrifying grip. Suddenly, a figure began emerging from the screen, a murky silhouette with an otherworldly presence. It seemed to reach out, fingers elongating and twisting, as a guttural voice rumbled through the speakers. "You shouldn't have come here." Panic erupted in the auditorium. They scrambled to shut off the projector, but it was as if the film held them in thrall. A blinding flash enveloped the room, and when it faded, Mark and Jamie had vanished, leaving nothing but their screams echoing against the walls. Terrified, Sophia and Lily stumbled towards the exit, but the door wouldn't budge. The shadows twisted ominously, chanting their names, Sophia, Lily. They could feel it watching, waiting. The film's cursed energy thrummed through the air. Finally, in a desperate bid, Sophia grabbed the film reel and hurled it against the wall. In an explosive shower of celluloid, the theater trembled, and the whispers dulled to a cacophony. Moments later, the door creaked open as if released from a spell, and the two girls bolted into the night. They didn't stop running until they reached the safety of the streetlights, lungs burning and hearts racing. Among the debris littering the old cinema, they could still hear the faint sounds of the film rolling on repeat, a haunting reminder lurking in the dark. As they glanced back, relief flooded over them. Though they had escaped, whispers of the film would linger long after their fight against the shadows. Harrington had its secrets, but the legend of Dark Waters would now be forever etched in their memory, a chilling encounter that would haunt their dreams, a story better left in the shadows, just like Jonathan Ashcroft.